Hello, dear students. Welcome. I welcome all of you to another lecture of engineering mechanics. This is Aprup Rao, your educator. आप सभी का स्वागत है. Ella unnaru andaru. कैसे हैं सब लोग? How are you guys feeling? Now, first of all, before we start the lecture, I would like to say a few things. For the past 2-3 days the classes were off, and this was because of the condition of my throat. See, taking classes every day, 5-4 classes, the condition of my throat was not well. Actually, I got a throat problem, so in order to recover that, I needed a few days off. My doctor suggested me to take a few days off so that my throat will recover. So now my throat is almost okay, almost fine now. So any inconvenience that is caused to you, I'm really sorry for that. I'm really sorry that the class I could not take classes for these 2-3 days, and I'm really grateful for all of you that you guys understood it, and you guys were so concerned for my health. I got so many texts, मुझे इतने सारे मैसेजेस आ रहे थे आप सभी लोगों के. सब लोग पूछ रहे थे कि आपकी तबीयत कैसी है, आप अपने गले का ख्याल रखो. Everyone was suggesting different things to take care of my throat, and I'm really grateful that you guys feel like I'm a part of your family now. And I also feel the same, that you guys are part of my family. So I'm really thankful to you guys for understanding my problem and for being so concerned. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And I will take care of my health so that this inconvenience will not be caused in future. Okay. So all the classes will resume and everything will be on time. Okay. Everything will be on the schedule. No problem. No worries. Let's start the class. Okay. So my name is Aprup Rao. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, I've done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur, and my specialization was mechanical systems design. So I studied the subject of design as my post graduation specialization, and I was recruited by Mahindra and Mahindra. I was posted in Mahindra Research Valley, which is the R&D center of Mahindra, where the cars and tractors of Mahindra are designed. Okay, so I worked there, and basically my work was related to the analysis of cars. Okay, after 2 years, I decided to quit my job and I started teaching. So I've been teaching for more than 6 years now, and I teach subjects related to design: STORM, MD, EM, and TOM. Okay, and here I am teaching engineering mechanics to you guys. Okay, now first of all, what I want you to do is hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, because that motivates us a lot. Okay, if I see that I'm getting a number of likes, that then it fills me with energy. Okay, तो अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं इतनी एनर्जी और इससे भी ज्यादा एनर्जी के साथ पढ़ाऊं, then please hit the like button right now. And second thing I want you to do is share the link of this video with all your friends. Okay, so this I need all of you to do: like the video and share the video. And if you are new to this channel, if you are watching my video for the first time, if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get the notification of all our lectures. Okay, now if you want to download the lecture PDF, then all you need to do is go to this URL, tinyurl.com/gateme. It is the link of our Telegram channel, where you will find the PDF files of all the lectures. Okay, these are the PDF files of all the lectures. Okay, so you can download all the PDF lectures from this URL. And I have a personal URL of my own, tinyurl.com/approve10, where you will find my personal ebooks and personal notes. Okay, so if you open this in your browser, tinyurl.com/approve10, you will get these folders where you will see all the lecture notes and all the ebooks that I have. And apart from that, you will find an Excel sheet. Now, what is this Excel sheet? This Excel sheet contains the links of all my DPP sessions, daily practice problems. Okay, every day we are having DPP sessions at 9:30 p.m. right after the YouTube class. Right after the YouTube class, we have daily practice problem sessions, DPP sessions at 9:30 p.m. It is a 1 hour session where we try to solve all the different types of problems of engineering mechanics. So whatever you will study here on YouTube, we will solve problems of that topic on DPP sessions, where Unacademy live free class. Unacademy live free class. Okay, and the link of these classes I update in this Excel sheet. Okay, so that Excel sheet also you will find in the same URL. Okay, you will get all the PDF books and you will get the Excel sheet. If you open the Excel sheet, you will get the link of my DPP sessions. Okay, so every day after YouTube class, you can join me in our DPP sessions at 9:30 p.m. Okay, now my friend, let's start today's session. So we have been learning about friction. For the past few lectures, we have been learning about friction. So let's start belt friction today. Now what is belt? What is belt? It is a flexible member. It is a flexible member, my friend. Belt is a flexible member which is used in a lot of applications. For example, it is used in power transfer. Okay, belt drive. As a belt drive, it is used in power transfer. So one pulley is connected to another pulley using a belt. Okay, so that belt transfers power. It is used for braking also. Okay, it is used for braking also. It is known as band brake, where we use belt in order to reduce the speed of moving object. Okay, by using the application of friction, we reduce the speed of moving objects. So belt or a flexible rope, it is used in a lot of things. Okay, we use it in pulley also. We use it in pulley also. Whenever we need to move a body using a pulley, whether we connect the body with a belt. Okay, so that is a flexible rope. So it is used in a lot of applications. Okay, so let's say we have a belt. Okay, and it is on the surface of a pulley. Let's say this is a pulley and this is a belt. Okay, मान लो ये pulley है. Let's say this is the pulley and let's say this is the belt. Okay, now this belt is passing over the pulley and it is touching the pulley from this point to this point, like this, right? From this point to this point, it is touching the pulley. Okay, now my friend, if it is touching the surface of the pulley, there will be some friction between the pulley and the belt, right? There will be some friction between the pulley and the belt. So if that friction is very small, we neglect the friction and we assume that the pulley is frictionless. In that case, the tension on both sides of the belt is same. Let's say this is T, then this will also be T. But if you consider the friction between the pulley and the belt, then there will be different tension on different sides of the belt. On one side, tension will be maximum. On one side, tension will be minimum. So do you understand this concept? If there is no friction, the belt is passing over a pulley, right? बेल्ट जो है वो पुली के ऊपर से पास हो रहा है. बेल्ट इज पासिंग ओवर द पुली, सो देयर विल बी सम फ्रिक्शन between the belt and pulley. If you neglect that friction, tension on both sides is same. But if you consider that friction, tension on both sides are different. One is maximum tension, one is minimum tension, right? Let's say T maximum. Let's say T maximum is T1 and T minimum is T2. Let's say maximum tension is T1, minimum tension is T2. So we need to find out which one will be T1 and which one will be T2. Is it clear? Now how to find that out? Let's understand that, and it is a very simple concept. Understand this. A lot of people explain this concept in a different way. I will explain the same concept using a very simple way. Let's say this pulley is moving in this direction. Okay, मान लो जो पुली है वो कुछ ऐसा इस डायरेक्शन में घूम रहा है. ओके, लेट्स से जो पुली है वो कुछ ऐसा घूम रहा है इस डायरेक्शन. ओके, लेट्स से द पुली इज मूविंग in this direction. This is what? This is the direction of motion. This is what? This is the direction of motion. Okay, this is what? Direction of motion. It is not exactly moving, it is trying to move. Okay, because right now we are considering statics. So I am saying direction of motion, but it is not exactly moving, it is trying to move. Okay, so my friend, it is trying to move like this, clockwise, right? So if it is trying to move clockwise, then which tension should be greater? This tension should be greater, right? This tension should be T1, this tension should be T maximum, right? Then only the pulley will move in this direction, na? Because if this is more, then the pulley will start moving in this direction. Is it clear to you? Whichever tension is greater, that will move the pulley. Whichever tension is greater, that will move the pulley. So if this tension is greater, the pulley will move in this side. If this tension is greater, the pulley will move in this side. Okay. So if it is moving like this, then this will be T1 and this will be T2. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? So by taking the direction of motion, you can easily find which one will be T1 and which one will be T2. Whichever is greater will move the pulley in that direction. Okay. So if right side tension is greater, then pulley will move towards like right, means clockwise. If left side tension is greater, then the pulley will move in that direction, means anti-clockwise, right? Now there is a direct relation between T1 and T2. What is that relation? What is that relation? Let's say that this pulley, this belt is in contact with the pulley from this point to this point. Okay. So this angle from here to here, this angle is known as wrap angle or angle of contact. Theta is known as angle of contact or wrap angle. Okay. So if this is wrap angle, then T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta. This is the relation between T1 and T2. T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta. Okay. Where mu is the coefficient of friction and theta is angle of contact or wrap angle, and it should be in radians. Okay, the wrap angle should be in radians. Okay, the wrap angle should be in radians. Is it clear? So this is the relation between T1 and T2, maximum tension and minimum tension, where T1 is greater than T2. T1 is maximum tension, T2 is minimum tension. Okay, so we can find that relation. We can find that using this relation, T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta. So if you know one tension, you can calculate the other one. Okay, in some question T1 will be given, in some question T2 will be given, and you can calculate the other one using this ratio. Okay, and here we keep this in mind, theta is in radians. Okay, so how you can find theta? There are different condition, in different condition theta will be different. Okay, for example, let's say different cases. Let's see different cases. Okay. So in order to explain different cases, I have taken these three pulleys. तीन पुली ले ली है मैंने. So I will explain different cases of theta. ठीक है. different cases समझते हैं theta के. तो एक केस ये समझते हैं. Let's say usually theta is like this. ठीक है. Let's say theta is like this. Okay, तो कहां से कहां कांटेक्ट हो रहा है? From here to here we are having a contact, right? So if you calculate theta, what you will get? If you calculate theta, what you will get? This is your theta. So here theta will be equal to pi radian. Theta will be equal to pi radian. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Theta here will be equal to pi radian. Similarly, if let's say the belt is like this, if let's say the belt is like this, So here the contact is from here to here, na? The contact is from this point to this point. So what will be the angle at the center? What will be this angle? This will be pi by 2. Pi by 2, right? This theta will be equal to pi by 2 radian. Again, yes, very good, very good. So now, my friend, we have seen two cases. Let's see the third case. Let's see the third case. So let's say theta, let's say the belt is like this. So here the contact is from here to here. So what will happen in this case? In this case, theta will be equal to between 180 degree and 90 degree. Theta will be pi by 2 to pi. Okay, for example, 120 degree, 150 degree, 160 degree, like that. Okay, so there are different cases of theta. Maximum questions, in maximum question, theta is directly written in the question. Okay, maximum times you will see that theta is directly written in the question. The value of theta is directly given in the question. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the value of theta. But if it is given like this, if it is given like this or like this, then you can easily find what is theta, right? If it is given like this, if both the belts, if both the tensions are parallel, theta is pi. If they are perpendicular, theta is pi by 2. If it is like this, then the value of theta will be given to you. Okay. So my friend, you just need to remember this relation, T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta, and you need to understand how to see which one will be T1, which one will be T2. So for that, I have given you a trick. Just look at the direction of motion. If it is trying to move in the right side direction, then the right side tension is greater. If it is trying to move in the left side direction, then the left side tension is greater. Okay, so let's solve a few problems based on this concept and you will understand it better. If you solve a few concepts based on this, you will understand it better. ठीक है, तो दो तीन सवाल solve करते हैं इसके ऊपर. So this is the first question in front of you. A rope making 1 into 1 by 4 tons around a stationary horizontal drum is used to support a weight W. If coefficient of friction is 0.3, what range of weight can be supported by exerting 600 Newton force at the end of the rope? Okay, understand this beta, understand this. We have a pulley, a rope is turned 1 into 1 by 4 times. 1 into 1 by 4 times matlab one time it is completely turned and the next time only 1/4 is turned. Okay, one time it is completely turned, एक बार पूरा घुमा दिया और दूसरी बार सिर्फ 1/4 घुमाया. So what will be theta, my friend? What will be theta? If you complete it one time, if you get in contact one complete time, एक बार पूरा घुमाया, one complete turn means pi radians, 2 pi radians, 360 degree na. One complete rotation, one complete turn means 360 degree 2 pi and then 1/4. So 1/4 of 2 pi. Is it clear? So what will be theta? What will be theta, beta? What will be theta? Very easy. Theta will be equal to 2 pi plus 1/4 of 2 pi. Okay, let's take a different color. Theta will be equal to 2 pi plus 1/4 of 2 pi. Okay, so how much are you getting? 2 pi plus pi by 2. 2 pi plus pi by 2 means 5 pi by 2. So this is the value of theta. If you increase theta, then my friend, friction will increase. Okay, now we are applying a 600 Newton weight. They are saying that what is the range of weight that can be supported. Now what is range of weight? Means there must be a minimum weight and a maximum weight. Okay, minimum weight means, when will you get minimum weight? See, if the weight is very less and you are applying 600 Newton, what will start happening? अगर weight बहुत कम है और यहाँ से आप खींच रहे हो, if weight is very less and you are pulling it, then it will start going up, ना? It will start going up. If weight is very less and you are applying 600 Newton, it will start going up. So that will be a minimum weight when it will just start going up. When the weight will just start going up, that will be the minimum weight. And maximum weight means if the weight is too much and your force is less, then the weight will start moving downwards. If the weight is very high and your force of 600 Newton is very less, then the weight will start going downward. So that value, when it will start going down, it will be W max. So there will be two values of W, minimum W and maximum W. Minimum W means weight which will start going up, and maximum value of W will be weight which will start going down. So there is W minimum and there is W maximum. So we need to consider both the cases. Okay. So my friend, in one case, this 600 Newton will be T1, and in one case, this 600 Newton will be T2. Okay. Understand this. Understand this, beta. Let's consider this case. Sorry. Let's consider this case. Here, what I am assuming? Here I am assuming W is going up. Means this is W minimum. Okay, the weight is going up. Weight कैसा जा रहा है? ऊपर जा रहा है. तो पुली कैसा घूमेगा? ऐसा घूमेगा. If the weight is going up, the pulley will rotate like this. Then this one will be T1 na beta. This one will be T1, which is given 600. So from here you will get W minimum, right? You can easily calculate W minimum na. T1 by T2. So T1 by W minimum equal to e to the power mu theta. What is mu? What is mu? 0.3. Mu is 0.3. What is theta? Pi by 2. So from here you will get a minimum value of W. Okay. क्या आएगा? क्या आएगा? What you will get? What you will get? Let's calculate. Beta, tell me. Let's calculate. What we will get? What we will get? T1 is 600 divided by e to the power 0.3 into 5 pi by 2. You are getting 56.87. So if the weight is less than this, then it will start going up. It will not be supported. It will start going up. Okay. So this is W minimum. Okay. Now we need to calculate W maximum. We need to calculate W maximum. So how to calculate W maximum? Again, I will consider the same arrangement. But this time I will assume that it is going up. Sorry, this time I will assume that it is going down. Sorry. So sorry for that. It is closed. Wait a minute. Yes, we got it. So sorry for that. Okay. So now I will assume that the weight is going up. Okay. So in that case, which one will be T1 and which one will be T2? This will be W maximum, right? Now, in this case, I am assuming that it is start to going down. Started to going down. So the pulley will rotate like this. Now, if the pulley is rotating like this, then this one will be your T2, right? and this one will be a T1. So what will be the equation, beta? What will be the equation? What will be the equation? T1 means W max divided by T2 equals to e to the power. What is mu? What is mu? 0.3 into 5 by 2. Okay. So what you will get? What you will get? What you will get? 600 into e to the power 0.3 into 2.5 pi. 600 e to the power, sorry, 0.3 into 2.5 pi. So we are getting 6330.43. W max equals to 6330.43. So this is the maximum weight which can be supported. Okay. If you apply more than this weight, then it will start going down. If you apply less than this weight, then it will start going up. And if the weight is more than this, then it will start going down. So this is the range. What will be the range? What will be the range? W will be equal to 56.87 to 6330.43. Okay, this is the range of W which can be supported. Not less than this, not more than this. Okay, so this is the first question. चलो सबसे बन गया होगा. Next question. A band brake is used to stop a rotating drum as shown in figure. Coefficient of friction between the band and the drum is 0.25. Okay, let's say this drum is rotating clockwise. Okay, the rotation is not given, but let me assume it is clockwise. ठीक है, मान लो ये clockwise घूम रहा है. एक सेकेंड. Let's say it is rotating clockwise. Okay, now we need to stop this rotating drum using this band. So I am applying a load F. Okay, radius of band is given, coefficient of friction is given, and angle of contact is also mentioned. Although they do not need to mention, you can easily see what will be the angle of contact here. 3 pi by 2, 270 degree, right? Now we need to find what will be the torque exerted on the drum. Okay, now look at this, beta, look at this. If you consider free body diagram of this drum, what forces are acting on the drum? क्या क्या forces act कर रहे हैं drum के ऊपर? See, there are two forces acting on the drum. One tension in this direction, one tension in this direction. Okay. First of all, you need to decide what will be the direction of tension. Which one will be T1? Which one will be T2? Now, my friend, there is a very important concept that you need to understand here. There is a very important concept that you need to understand here. Let me explain that concept. Okay. यहाँ मैं आपको समझा देता हूं. Sorry. See, there are two types of devices. There are two types of pulley. In some case, the pulley is powered externally. मान लो पुली में external power लग रहा है. And in some case, pulley is not powered externally. For example, इस question में there was no external power to the pulley, right? यहाँ पे पुली पे कोई external power नहीं लग रहा था. Okay, so no external power, external power. ये दो केसेस बनते हैं. ओके, एक केस में पुली पे कोई एक्सटर्नल पावर नहीं लग रहा है, एक केस में पुली पे एक्सटर्नल पावर लग रहा है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन दिस केस, इन केस ऑफ ब्रेकिंग, देयर इज एक्सटर्नल पावर टू द पुली. दिस पुली और दिस ड्रम इज रोटेटिंग. using external power and you need to stop it. Okay, यहाँ कोई external power नहीं लग रहा है. Okay, so if there is no external power, then my friend, if there is no external power, then my friend, the direction of tension can be found like this. Sorry. Like this. If there is no external power, then how do we find direction of tension? If the direction of rotation is like this, then this one is T1 and this one is T2. But in this case, it is opposite. If there is external power to the pulley, then ये उल्टा हो जाता है. If there is external power to the pulley, then ये उल्टा हो जाता है. Okay, in case of external power, what happens? See, if there is no external power, then this one will be T1, this one will be T2. But if there is external power, then this one will be T1, this one will be T2. Now understand why. Understand why. इस केस में the pulley is rotating due to the friction. Okay. Rotation of pulley is ड्यू टू फ्रिक्शन. अगर फ्रिक्शन नहीं होता तो क्यों घूमता ये, राइट? फ्रिक्शन नहीं होता तो क्यों घूमता है? इफ देयर इज नो फ्रिक्शन, द रोप विल स्लिप ओवर द पुली, देयर विल बी नो मोशन ऑफ पुली. So if there is no friction, then this pulley will not rotate. So if it is rotating, it is due to friction. But here the pulley is rotating due to external power. The pulley is connected by some engine. Okay, जैसे यहाँ पे ये wheel या drum जो है, it is connected to the engine that is rotating this drum, that is rotating this pulley. Okay, so here the pulley is rotating due to external power. Here friction is not rotating the pulley. So here friction is opposing the rotation of pulley. So do you understand this concept? In this case, friction is the cause of rotation. If there is no friction, the pulley will rotate. Friction is the cause of rotation, and here friction is opposite to rotation. Okay, so इसीलिए in this case, this one will be T1, this one will be T2. But यहाँ उल्टा हो जाएगा. Why? See, this drum is already rotating, ना? The drum is already rotating. So if you want to stop the drum, then you have to apply opposite tension, na? You have to apply opposite moment, na? Then this drum will stop rotating, na? यहाँ पे तो मेरे को पुली को घुमाना है. यहाँ पे I have to rotate the pulley, so I will apply the moment in the direction of rotation. But here I want to stop the pulley. Here I want to stop the pulley. The pulley is already rotating. I want to stop the pulley. So here I will apply a moment opposite to rotation. Okay. एग्जाम्पल क्या है? इस केस का एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा? इस केस का एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा? इस केस का एग्जाम्पल होगा जितने भी स्टैटिक क्वेश्चन में पुली होते हैं. और इस केस का एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा? व्हाट विल बी द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस केस? एग्जाम्पल ब्रेक. ठीक है, एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट आपको एग्जाम्पल देके मैं समझाता हूं. ओके, लेट्स कंसिडर अ बेल्ट ड्राइव. बेल्ट ड्राइव में क्या होता है? बेल्ट ड्राइव में क्या होता है? In case of belt drive, there are two pulleys which are connected by belt. Okay, understand this. यहां से आपको पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट एकदम क्लियर हो जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंड दिस. यहां से पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट एकदम क्लियर हो जाएगा, क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंड दिस. लेट्स से वी हैव अ बेल्ट ड्राइव. दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इज बेल्ट ड्राइव. दिस इज बेल्ट ड्राइव. तो बेल्ट ड्राइव में वन पुली इज द ड्राइविंग पुली एंड अनदर पुली इज द ड्रिवन पुली. एक पुली जो है वो ड्राइविंग है और दूसरा ड्रिवन है. ड्रिवन मतलब इसको ये घुमा रहा है. ओके, सो लेट्स से इट इज ड्राइविंग पुली and let's say this one is driven pulley. Now understand this beta, understand this. Driving pulley, why it is rotating? Driving pulley is rotating because of external power. ड्राइविंग पुली को कौन घुमा रहा है? ड्राइविंग पुली इज रोटेटेड बाय एक्सटर्नल पावर. ओके, हियर देयर इज एक्सटर्नल पावर and here there is no external power ना. इसको कौन घुमा रहा है? इसको कोई नहीं घुमा रहा है, इसको ये घुमा रहा है. दिस इज रोटेटिंग ड्यू टू एक्सटर्नल पावर एंड दिस इज रोटेटिंग ड्यू टू फ्रिक्शन. फ्रिक्शन की वजह से ये घूम रहा है ना. देयर इज सम फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन बेल्ट एंड पुली, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज रोटेटिंग, राइट. अब यहां पे ध्यान दो. लेट मी कट दिस, लेट मी कट दिस एंड लेट मी ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम. तो कट करके फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ड्रॉ करते हैं. Now we need to decide which one will be T1, which one will be T2. So if you look at the driving pulley, concept will be different. If you look at the driven pulley, concept will be different. Let me explain. Driven pulley क्यों घूम रहा है? Due to friction. There is no external power. Driven pulley में कोई external power नहीं है. Driven pulley is rotated by the driving pulley by the application of friction. Okay. Driving pulley is rotated by external power. तो नो एक्सटर्नल पावर में डायरेक्शन ऑफ रोटेशन जिस तरफ होगा वो ज्यादा टेंशन होगा. इन केस ऑफ दिस ड्रिवन पुली, इट इज रोटेटिंग लाइक दिस, देन माय फ्रेंड दिस वन विल बी T1, है कि नहीं? इट इज रोटेटिंग लाइक दिस, देन दिस वन विल बी T1 एंड दिस वन विल बी T2, राइट. This one should be T1 na, then only it will rotate in this direction. If this one is T2, T1, then it will rotate in opposite direction. So this must be T1. But driving pulley mein the concept is opposite now. Look at this beta, look at this. It is rotating like this, it is rotating like this. So this is not T1, this is what? T2. It is rotating like this. इसको अच्छे से बना देता हूं, इसको अच्छे से बना देता हूं. Look at this beta, look at this. It is rotated in this direction, it is rotated in this direction, but this is not T1, this is T2. Why? Because the concept is opposite here. In driving pulley the concept is different, in driven pulley the concept is different. Why? Because in driven pulley there is no external power, so rotation of pulley is due to friction, but here friction is opposing the rotation. Here friction is causing the rotation, here friction is opposing the rotation. That's why the concept is opposite. ठीक है कि नहीं? ठीक है कि नहीं? Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes? Very good beta, very good, very good, very good. So my friend, braking के केस में this is externally powered ना, this is externally powered. There is external power. Okay. So if it is rotating like this, अगर ऐसा घूम रहा है, then this one will be T2, this one will be T1. इसको उल्टा करेंगे तब ये रुकेगा ना. अगर ये क्लॉकवाइज घूम रहा है तो इसको रोकने के लिए उल्टा घुमाना पड़ेगा ना बेल्ट से. If it is rotating clockwise, then belt should rotate it anti-clockwise, then it will stop ना. तो बेल्ट को उल्टा घुमाना है, so this one will be T1, which will be equal to F, which is equal to how much? 2 kilonewton, and we need to find this one. ठीक है, T2. तो पहले T2 निकाल लेते हैं. So how we will calculate T2 beta? How will we calculate T2? Very simple, very simple. We need to use this. We need to use this. T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta, right? So T1 we know 2 kilonewton divided by T2 equals to e to the power, what is mu? What is mu? Mu is given 0.25 and theta is 3 pi by 2. So from here I will get the value of T2. So it will be equal to how much? 2 divided by e to the power 0.25 into 1.5 pi, 0.615 kilonewton, right? 0.615 kilonewton, ठीक है, 0.615 kilonewton. T2 is 0.615 kilonewton. Now, if T2 is 0.615 kilonewton, then you can easily calculate the torque. क्या पूछा है? What we need to calculate? We need to calculate the torque. Okay, torque मतलब मोमेंट. तो सेंटर पे मोमेंट कितना लगेगा? सेंटर पे मोमेंट कितना लगेगा? Look at this. How much moment will be acting at the center? T1 कितना मोमेंट लगाएगा? T1 multiplied by this distance. T1 multiplied by this distance, right? T1 multiplied by this distance. How much is this distance? R. And T2 कितना लगाएगा? T2 multiplied by this distance R. But their moment will be opposite. T1R minus T2R. T1R is anti-clockwise. T2R is clockwise. So torque will be equal to T1 into R minus T2 into R, or you can write T1 minus T2 into R. तो T1 कितना है? 2 किलो न्यूटन means 2000, T2 615 and radius 0.25. Sorry, radius कितना है? R कितना है? 200 mm. R is 0.2 mm, 0.2 मीटर. मीटर में निकालना है, न्यूटन मीटर में निकालना है, तो 0.2 मीटर. Okay, so 2000 minus 615 into 0.2. 1385 into 0.2. 277 Newton meter. So this is the torque. Is it clear? Torque मतलब मोमेंट. Torque मतलब मोमेंट. तो मोमेंट कितना लगाएगा? T1 मोमेंट लगाएगा T1 into R and T2 मोमेंट लगाएगा T2 into R, but they will be opposite. So T1R minus T2R. So do you understand the concept of this opposite concept? फ्रिक्शन का, ड्राइविंग पुली और ड्रिवन पुली दोनों के केस में द फ्रिक्शन is of due to different reason. One is causing the motion and one is opposing the motion. Here in case of driven pulley, friction is causing the motion, and in case of driving pulley, friction is opposing the motion. Okay, so in both cases the concept is ulta, concept is opposite. ठीक है? Yes. Now my friend, look at this question. Find the minimum value of weight required to cause motion of block which rests on a horizontal plane. The block weighs 100 Newton and coefficient of friction between the block and surface is 0.4, whereas between the pulley and rope is 0.2. So first of all, what I will do? First of all, I will break this rope. पहले तो मैं rope को break कर देता हूं. ठीक है? तो if I break this rope, तो मेरे को क्या मिलेगा? Now, beta, what they are saying, we need to find the minimum value of weight W required to cause the motion of block. तो ब्लॉक जो है वो राइट साइड घूमेगा, ब्लॉक जो है वो राइट साइड ऐसा जाएगा, तो पुली जो है वो ऐसा घूमना चालू होगा क्लॉकवाइज, राइट? सो इफ पुली इज रोटेटिंग क्लॉकवाइज, then this one will be your T1 and this one will be your T2. So T1 will be equal to W. Okay, so what you need to do in this question, first you draw the FBD of this block. पहले FBD of block बना लो and वहां से you calculate T2 and then T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta. वहां से you calculate T1 and T1 is equal to W. So you will get the value of W. Okay, so do this. First you draw the FBD of the block. पहले ब्लॉक का FBD बना लो, पहले ब्लॉक का FBD बना लो, उसको सॉल्व करो और वहां से first you find the value of T2. So let's say this is the block. What will be the forces? What will be the forces? Say the weight of block downward, okay, 100 Newton, and normal force N, okay. Then there is tension T2 and friction force mu N, right? Now beta, look at this. In this FBD, N will be equal to 100, right? Simple, summation of Fy equal to 0. N will be equal to 100 and T2 will be equal to mu N. And mu here is how much? Coefficient of friction between block and surface is 0.4. So from here, you will get T2 equal to 40 Newton, right? T2 आ गया अपना 40 Newton. ब्लॉक का FBD सॉल्व करके I have got the value of T2 40 Newton. Now I will put the value of T2 in the relation of T1 and T2. So what is the relation? What is the relation? What is the relation? The relation is T1 by T2 equals to e to the power mu theta. So T2 is 40. How much is mu? Between the pulley and rope, it is 0.2. And how much is theta? Theta कितना दिख रहा है? Theta कितना दिख रहा है? Theta कितना दिख रहा है? यहां से यहां तक कांटेक्ट है. थीटा कितना है? थीटा कितना है? थीटा कितना है? थीटा इज π/2 ना. ऐसा कांटेक्ट हो रहा है बेल्ट का, यहां से लेके यहां तक कांटेक्ट है, तो π/2 रेडियन पे है. π/2 रेडियन पे है, तो यहां से T1 विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? 40 इंटू ई टू द पावर म्यू थीटा. 40 इंटू ई टू द पावर म्यू इज 0.2 into π/2, 54.76, which will be equal to W. So how much minimum weight is required to move the block? 54.76 Newton. 54.76 Newton. If the weight is this much, then the block will start moving. If the weight is less, the block will not start. Okay. अगर W 54.76 से कम है, ब्लॉक मूव नहीं करेगा. ज्यादा है, ब्लॉक मूव करने लगेगा. Is it clear? Is it clear? Very good, beta. Very good. Very good. So this is the concept of friction in pulley. If you want to solve more problems of pulley, then come to the DPP session today at 9:30 PM. 9:30 PM को DPP session पे आ जाना और वहां we will solve more than this problem. वो session कहाँ लगता है? Unacademy पे. Okay, go to tinyurl.com/approved10. I will tell you in the end of the lecture how to go to DPP. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Now, my friend, moving on, we have another very important topic called wedge friction. अब wedge होता क्या है? Let's understand that. Let's understand that. Okay, what is wedge? Let's understand that. So let's say एक ब्लॉक रखा हुआ है, ठीक है. मान लो एक ऐसा ब्लॉक रखा हुआ है एंड आई वांट टू रेज दिस ब्लॉक. एक ऐसा ब्लॉक है जो ऐसा सरफेस से चिपका हुआ है, मेरे को इस ब्लॉक को उठाना है. ओके, मेरे को इस ब्लॉक को उठाना है. सो व्हाट डू आई डू? What do I do? In this block, I will insert another block like this. इस ब्लॉक में मैं एक और ब्लॉक को इस तरीके से इंसर्ट करूंगा by applying a force like this. So if I insert this block, then what will happen? If this block will move forward, अगर ये फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगा, इसको मिटा देते हैं. अगर ये फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगा, अगर ये फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगा, इफ दिस ब्लॉक येलो ब्लॉक मूव फॉरवर्ड, तो ये ग्रीन ब्लॉक किधर मूव करेगा, अपवर्ड मूव करेगा ना। अगर ये ब्लॉक जो है आगे मूव करेगा तो ये ग्रीन ब्लॉक ऊपर मूव करेगा। दिस येलो ब्लॉक इज नोन एज वेज। तो ऐसा ट्रेपेजियम शेप का कुछ होता है, ट्रेपेजियम भी हो सकता है, ट्रायंगल भी हो सकता है, ठीक है, ट्रायंगल भी हो सकता है। एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं, एक और एग्जांपल लेते हैं। इट कैन बी लाइक दिस ऑल्सो, सॉरी, it can be like this also. ऐसा कुछ भी हो सकता है arrangement. So in this arrangement what will happen, I will apply a force downward here. Okay, so if I apply a downward force here, then this wedge will move downward and these blocks will move outward like this. ठीक है, ये ऐसा आउटसाइड मूव करेंगे, है कि नहीं। ये ऐसा डाउनवर्ड जाएगा तो ये ग्रीन वाले बॉक्स बाहर की तरफ जाएंगे। दिस इज अनदर अरेंजमेंट ऑफ वेज। तो ऐसा वेज जो है हम यूज करते हैं बड़े बड़े ब्लॉक्स को मूव करने के लिए। ओके, वी यूज दिस इन ऑर्डर टू मूव वेरी बिग ब्लॉक्स, heavy blocks. Okay, now in these cases usually the surfaces are inclined. In case of wedge the surfaces are inclined, so normal force and friction force will also be inclined. Okay, अब ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को बनाने के लिए करना क्या है, let's understand that using an example. Okay, after doing 1-2 examples only you will understand the concept. Okay, friction का concept तो we already know, what is friction, how it is developed, we already know. Let's use that concept in solving the problems of wedge. Okay, so let's say this is a problem. Okay, let's understand this. A wedge A of negligible weight is to be driven between 200 Newton plates B and C. Coefficient of static friction between all surfaces is 0.35. Find the magnitude of force P required to start moving the wedge. Okay, find the magnitude of force P required to start moving the wedge. So we need to find the force P जो वेज को मूव करे। ओके, तो यहां हम लोगों को फ्रिक्शन का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करना है। नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अंडरस्टैंड द मोशन। So if you apply a force P on the wedge will move downward. The wedge will move downward, and if the wedge will move downward, the plates will move outward. प्लेट जो है वो कुछ ऐसा आउटवर्ड मूव करेंगे, बाहर की तरफ, like this, right? Now, whenever there is friction between two bodies, I told you, always consider the body which is subjected to force in order to find the direction of friction. Direction of friction देखना है तो पहले आप उस बॉडी को देखो जिस पे फोर्स लग रहा है। तो फोर्स किस पे लग रहा है, विच बॉडी इज सब्जेक्टेड टू फोर्स, P force is applied to the wedge. P force is applied to the wedge. So first you see the wedge. Okay, first you draw the FBD of the wedge and then you draw the FBD of B and C. Now understand my friend, this arrangement is symmetric about y-axis. Y-axis के about symmetric arrangement है ना. So if you draw the FBD of block B or block C, plate B or plate C, you will get the same FBD. So you don't need to draw the FBD of B and C both. या तो B का FBD draw करोगे या तो C का. So you need to draw two FBDs in this question. One for the wedge and one for B or C. B और C दोनों का नहीं करना है. Either draw the FBD of B or draw the FBD of C. तो B और C में से एक और wedge, दो FBD ड्रॉ करने. ओके, so I will draw the FBD of the wedge first. तो पहले मैं वेज का एफबीडी ड्रॉ कर लेता हूं। ओके, so understand the forces, understand the forces. We are applying a force P downward like this. ओके, वेज का वेट दिया है क्या? वेज का वेट दिया है क्या? नो। तो वेज को वी विल अज्यूम मासलेस, ओके, वेटलेस, ओके, नेग्लिजिबल वेट लिख दिया है यहाँ, नेग्लिजिबल वेट, वेज का वेट नेग्लिजिबल। नाउ बेटा देयर विल बी अ नॉर्मल फोर्स एंड फ्रिक्शन फोर्स ऑन दिस सरफेस एंड ऑन दिस सरफेस, राइट? वेज के दोनों सरफेस पे देयर विल बी नॉर्मल फोर्स, देयर विल बी फ्रिक्शन फोर्स। सो नॉर्मल फोर्स विल बी लाइक दिस, normal force will be like this, right? Normal to the surface, normal to the surface, perpendicular to the surface, right? Normal force will be like this. Let me call it N1. तो ये भी कितना हो जाएगा? N1. Why? Because symmetry. Symmetry है तो ये होगा N1 तो ये भी होगा N1, ठीक है? And there will be friction force, right? And there will be friction force. तो friction force का डायरेक्शन क्या होगा? Friction force का डायरेक्शन क्या होगा? See, wedge is going down, so friction force will be up. wedge जो है वो नीचे जा रहा है ना, तो friction force ऊपर होगा, like this, like this, right? Like this. Now beta, there are two methods of solving this problem. या तो n1 और mu n1 you consider them separately, or what you can do, you consider a resultant of n1 and mu n1. आप n1 और mu n1 का रिजल्टेंट ले लो, तो n1 और mu n1 का रिजल्टेंट लूंगा तो रिजल्टेंट का डायरेक्शन कैसा होगा? लेट्स सी, let's see. Because wedge problems are usually solved by taking the resultant of n1 and mu n1. Okay, wedge problems are usually solved by taking the resultant of n1 and mu n1. ठीक है, तो यहां n1 और mu n1 का रिजल्टेंट कैसे लेते हैं? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड। तो बेटा आई टोल्ड यू, whenever you take resultant of n and mu, that resultant will make angle phi with n1। जो रिजल्टेंट होगा वो फाई एंगल किसके साथ बनाएगा? n1 के साथ। ओके, फाई एंगल किसके साथ बनाएगा? n1 के साथ। ओके, व्हाट इज फाई? फाई इज tan इनवर्स ऑफ म्यू, फाई इज tan इनवर्स ऑफ म्यू। नाउ म्यू कितना दिया है? म्यू इज 0.35, सो फाई विल बी tan इनवर्स ऑफ 0.35। कितना आ रहा है? How much is tan inverse of 0.35? How much is tan inverse of 0.35? 21.43, 21.43। ओके, अब देखो यहां पे जो n1 है वो ऑलरेडी हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ कुछ एंगल बना रहा है ना? n1 ऑलरेडी हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ कुछ एंगल बना रहा है ना? ये सरफेस जो है ये 75 बना रहा है हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ, तो n1 हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ कितना बनाएगा? 15 डिग्री बनाएगा ना? इफ दिस एंगल इज 75, सरफेस इज मेकिंग 75 विद हॉरिजॉन्टल, सो नॉर्मल विल मेक 15 डिग्री विद हॉरिजॉन्टल, नॉर्मल विल मेक, ये एंगल 15 होगा। अगर ये 75 है तो ये 15 होगा ना? ये 90 है। इस ट्रायंगल को देखो, इस ट्रायंगल को देखो, इस ट्रायंगल को देखो। ओके, this is 90, this is 90, this is 75. So if this is 90, this is 75, this will be 15 ना? This will be 15, तो ये 5 है which is 21.43 and ये 15 है। So resultant horizontal से total angle कितना बनाएगा? Resultant horizontal से total angle कितना बनाएगा? 15 plus 21.43, 15 plus 21.43। तो आपको कुछ ऐसा मिलेगा। You will get something like this. This is force P, this will be the resultant, this will be the resultant, okay, R1 R1, okay. 15 plus 21.43 कितना हुआ? 15 plus 21.43 is 36.43, ओके. अब मैं यहाँ क्या लगा दूंगा? आई विल अप्लाई समेशन ऑफ Fy equal to 0. So I will get P equal to 2R1 sin 36.43. So P will be equal to how much? Sorry, R1 equals to how much? R1 P के टर्म्स में कितना आएगा? 1 by 2 sin 36.43, 0.9233 P. ठीक है. So I've got the value of R1 in terms of P, 0.9233 P. अब ये R1 की वैल्यू मैं P के टर्म्स में रख दूंगा सेकेंड FBD में, प्लेट की FBD में, एंड आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ P. ठीक है. So let me draw the FBD of the plate. So the plate is like this. I am drawing the FBD of the plate. So plate is like this. This R1 will be opposite here. R1 जो है वो यहाँ पे equal and opposite लगेगा like this. R1 जो है वो यहाँ पे equal and opposite लगेगा like this. 36.43. ठीक है. Weight of the plate. Weight of the plate कितना है? 100 Newton. Weight of the plate is 100 Newton. Okay. There will be normal force N2 and this plate will move outward. So friction force mu N2 like this. Okay. Now I need the value of R1. Okay. So what I can do? I can apply summation of fx and summation of fy. और यहाँ पे भी मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? यहाँ पे भी I can do the same thing. I can replace N2 and mu N2 with resultant. So again I will explain how to find the resultant of N2 and mu N2. So N2 is like this, mu N2 is like this. So the resultant will be like this, R2, which will make phi angle with N2. ठीक है. और ये phi कितना है? 21.43. Okay. So now I will draw the FBD of plate using the resultant R1 R2 के टर्म्स में. So this is R1, this is the 100 Newton force and this is resultant R2. This angle is 21.43 and this angle is 21.43. Now I can apply Lami's theorem here. अब मैं यहाँ Lami's theorem लगा सकता हूँ. Now I can apply Lami's theorem here. I can apply Lami's theorem here. यहाँ पे Lami's कैसा लगेगा? This angle is 21.43. Sorry, R1 का हॉरिजॉन्टल से 21.43 नहीं है, 36.43 है. 36.43 है. R1 का हॉरिजॉन्टल से एंगल 36.43 है. 36. ओके. और इसका R2 का, सॉरी ये तो R2 है ना, ये तो R2 है ना, ये R1 है. ओके. दिस एंगल इज 36.43 और इसका वर्टिकल से एंगल 21.43 और ये हो गया अपना 100. ओके, सो दिस इज R1, दिस इज R2, दिस इज 100 एंड वी नो द वैल्यू ऑफ R1 इन टर्म्स ऑफ P. ओके, तो मेरे को R1 की वैल्यू पहले निकालनी है, वहां से मेरे को P मिल जाएगा. सो R1 डिवाइडेड बाय साइन ऑफ R1 डिवाइडेड बाय साइन ऑफ what will be the angle between R2 and 100? What will the angle between R2 and 100? What will be this total angle? 180 minus 21.43. 180 minus 21.43. Sorry. 180 minus 21.43. Sorry. 158.57. Sine of, sorry, 158.57, right? Equal to 100 divided by sine of R1 और R2 के बीच का एंगल, R1 और R2 के बीच का एंगल, so it will be 36.43 plus 21.43 plus 90 डिग्री. 36, 21 और 90 सब जोड़ दो. 36.43 plus 21.43 plus 90, 147.86. So यहाँ से you will get the value of R1. Okay, 100 sine 158.57 divided by sine 147.86, 82.933. Okay, and we already know R1 is equal to how much? 0.9233p. 0.9233p. है कि नहीं? R1 is 0.9233p और इसकी वैल्यू कितनी है? 82.93. तो यहां से we will get the value of P 89.82. I am getting 89.82. I am getting 89.82. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Very good, very good, very good, very good, beta. So see, I have explained all these diagrams, okay, so that you will understand better. Okay, आपको बताने के लिए I have taken baby steps. मैंने एक एक step समझाया. I have explained a single, even baby steps. How to take angle, how to take resultant. Okay, so wedge वाले question usually are calculated in this, like this. Okay, so I have given one more wedge problem and this problem you need to solve. Okay, आपको खुद से solve करना है. This is your assignment. Okay, so this was all for today. We have seen belt friction and wedge friction, two very important problem. And my friend, if you want to solve more problem of belt friction and wedge friction, you know where to go. So go to tinyurl.com/approve10. tinyurl.com/approve10. You will find an Excel sheet, and in that Excel sheet you will see the link of today's DPP session. You will see the link of that DPP session today at live 30 at 9:30. Okay, right now it is around 9 o'clock. At 9:30 p.m. in half an hour you will get DPP session where we will solve more problems of wedge friction and belt friction. Okay, so don't forget to come to this class. Okay, tinyurl.com/approve10. Okay, and my friend, if you want to directly go to the session, you can go to that session like this: unacademy.com/@approve. This is my profile on Unacademy. So in my profile you will see this special class. Okay, these are special class, free special class. So come to this free special class today at 9:30 p.m. Okay, and if you want to understand anything, if you want to talk to me, then you can always contact me. This is my contact number: 700534 call or WhatsApp 700534 Okay, if you have any queries, if you want to know anything, if you want to discuss anything, then you can always contact me. You can always call me 700534 Okay, now my friend, we have recently started new subjects on Unacademy. I have started strength of material. Devendra Negi sir is starting HMT. Amit Dixit sir have recently started industrial engineering, and this is your last chance to start your preparation in a systematic manner on Unacademy. Okay, so if you want to understand everything, please come to Unacademy. See, if you are preparing for Gate 21, watching the lectures of YouTube, let me tell you, we are giving the same quality of content here. On YouTube, we are giving the same quality of content, but when the course will be completed, that is not a guarantee. Okay, it might be completed after 1 year. Okay, because we are running two subjects parallelly, and once these subjects are completed, then we will run another two subjects. And my friend, you can see that we are getting only 1.5 hours every day, so it is not possible to complete the syllabus on time. Okay, so we are trying really hard, but my friend, I am telling you, there is no guarantee. You cannot question us when engineering mechanics will be completed. You cannot question us when fluid mechanics will be completed. Daily I am getting questions from you guys, when engineering mechanics will be completed, when you will start new subject, when you will start this subject, when you will start that subject. My friend, you need to understand this. We are not getting too much time on YouTube. हमारे पास YouTube में देने के लिए इतना टाइम नहीं है. My most of the time goes into Unacademy classes. So my friend, if you come to Unacademy, then I can guarantee that your course will be completed on time, and I can tell you the schedule of every class, that your subject, this subject will be completed at this time, this subject will be completed at this time. But here on YouTube, we don't have that liberty. YouTube is not meant for education. This is meant for entertainment. It is an entertainment platform. It is not an education platform. So if you are expecting that your entire education will be on YouTube, that is wrong, my friend. That is wrong. A lot of things cannot be done on YouTube. You cannot have crash courses here. You cannot have doubt clearing section here. You cannot have test series here. So my friend, a lot of things are there which are not possible here. So in order to complete your education, if you in order to complete your preparation, you have to come to Unacademy Plus. People are mistaking that we can complete everything only on YouTube. That is true, you can, but there are a lot of things which you will miss. A lot of things are there which you will miss. You will not get DPPs. You will not get question series. You will not get test series. There are lots of things which you will miss on YouTube, which will be completed on Unacademy. So if you are serious about GATE, if you are serious about engineering services, if you are serious about preparation, then come to Unacademy, and this is your last chance, because in July month we have started new subjects difference. Okay, and if you have already decided, then go to unacademy.com, click on get subscription. There will be lots of subscription, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. This is not for you, my friend. You don't need to do this, because this is for latecomers only. Don't be a latecomer. If you are preparing for 2021, then take 1 year subscription. If you are preparing for 2022, then take 2 year subscription, because per month cost is also very less here. See the per month cost here. Per month cost is around 2000 or 1250, and here per month cost is 5000. So if you compare, per month cost is very less in 1 year or 2 year course. And if you use this code APPROVE10, then you will get a 10% off. Then this 25,000 will become 22,500, 30,000 will become only 27,000. So you don't need to pay a lot of money, my friend. 22,500 or 27,000 for 1 year or 2 year. And don't forget to use this code in order to get 10% off. If you use this code, means I will personally mentor you. I will personally guide you throughout this 1 year or 2 year time. And apart from me, there are other members of my team. Devendra Negi sir, Amit Dixit sir, Prakhar sir, Pallav sir, all these people will guide you if you use this code APPROVE10. Okay, so use this code and come to Unacademy. You can also take this in EMI, my friend. There is 1 year EMI free of cost, no interest, no extra charge. Okay, you will only have to pay 1875 rupees per month, or you can say 60 rupees per day. So in 60 rupees per day, you can learn from the top educators of India. You cannot, you will not only learn from me, you will not only learn from Negi sir, you will learn from a lot of educators throughout India. Whoever is teaching for mechanical engineering, whoever is teaching in top position, whoever in top position, all they are educating on an academy, all they are teaching on an academy. So if you take one subscription, then you can learn from all of us. Okay, so if you want to start your preparation systematically, seriously, come to an academy. If you have any doubt, call me and we will discuss. Call me and we will discuss. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.